Good morning, everyone, and happy TGIF Day, December 2nd, 2022. I I've been doing a lot of research and it just kind of all came together today. Some past things that I'd researched versus current, etc. So I had to write out what I wanted to say. So bear with me. I'm not sure what it's going to entail in length, but so hopefully I don't get too winded. But when I have something to say, I just can't stop. And he's leading me, so I just keep following. So here goes. Power given to man has led to a destructive path of the enemy. It's time us women join together and show these men how to follow the laws written in the book of life. This one's from 1560. The new versions aren't so up to par these days. They're missing key things. Thou shalt not alter in any way or add. Just saying. Watching Stanford's prison experiment a while back was an eye-opener for me. It stemmed for 6 days from August 14th of 1971 till August 20th of 1971. It was a simulation of a prison environment where the students selected for guards and prisoners were paid $15 a day, all 24 of them. The applicants were chosen based on physical and mental health, divided equally. 12 were guards, 12 were prisoners. The experiment was to last 14 days. However, it was terminated in 6 days due to what was happening to the students participating, those prisoners. The guards became abusive. Go figure, they got put in power. And the prisoners began to show signs of extreme stress and anxiety. No kidding? Look around at the world today. This tyrant regime's doing a number. Just saying. The only difference is we are all the test monkeys for this ongoing tyrant regime, and we're not being compensated for it, although they throw some free money at you periodically, but you're going to pay for it in the end, trust me. One way or another, you will pay for that free money because nothing is free from a tyrant regime that their world revolves around money and greed. Just saying. If you fail to conform to their ongoing rules and regulations, you will be punished, beaten, raped, slavery via sex trafficking, etc., or worse, murdered for speaking out. Watch the Pelican Brief. Irregardless, the purpose of the Stanford experiment was to understand the development of norms and the effects of roles, labels, and social expectations in a simulated prison environment. I stopped watching it after I don't even know how long in because it made me nauseous watching the cruelty brought on by peers in powerful positions. And they monitored, they watched them on video, they watched it all happen. These so called professors, really? Wow. But they let it go on for 6 days. Talk about torture for $15 a day. Just like men today and men in the past. One prisoner, number 8612, because that's how they were addressed, rather than by their given names, was given an offer by becoming an informant in exchange for no further guard harassment. Sound familiar? We've heard that about the jails today. Let's talk about the Stanford education. When it was first introduced was in 1920. and it was $120 a year, $40 a quarter. And the reason why they started charging in 1920 was to offset the pressures of a fixed endowment income and rising cost of living. In 1970, it went up to 2,400, a 9.9% increase. In 1980, 6,285. 1990, 14,280. You see the pattern? 2000, 24,441. It went up 10,000, over $10,000. 2010, 38,700. Well, that's just in the 10-year span there, it went up for over 14,000. 2013, 3 years later, 42,690. So in 1971, the average rent was $150 a month. Gas was 40 cents a gallon. A new car was $3,560. A new house was $25,200. Harvard tuition was $2,600, which is $200 more than Stanford. You know, those two kind of are in bed with each other, is the way I look at it. The median income for family was $10,290, was about 4% higher than 1970 of $9,870. The minimum wage in 1971 was $1.60 an hour. Effective 1/1 of 2023, it goes up to $9.95 an hour from $9.20 an hour in 2022. So those prisoners slash students under minimum wage guidelines were beyond underpaid in my book. They were incarcerated 24/7 for a study, not real prisoners. So why should they be punished? They shouldn't. So due to my calculations, $38.40 versus $15, talk about being played. $1.60 times 24 hours, because they were not allowed to leave, equals $38.40. $38.40 times 6 days is $230.40. They were paid 6 days worth, which is $90. 333. So they were underpaid, each one of those 24 students, $140.40. And with current inflation, I think they're due quite a bit of money. Plus interest. And then let's just add on pain and suffering too. Just saying. Remember, you want to follow the money, you find the corruption. I don't care if they signed anything prior to their so-called experiment. Grace and truth come by Jesus Christ. 1 John 1, verse 17. And that's in the 1560 Geneva Bible. Man's mind is full of darkness because of the corruption thereof found. That's in the margin notes of 1 John 1 in the 1560 Geneva Bible. FYI, I Googled the truth mentioned in the Bible. I just decided, you know what, let's Google it and see what scriptures they bring up. And the two scriptures that they referenced, I went back and tried to match them up to my Geneva Bible, and they weren't the same. They weren't even close. So you need to do your homework, people. You need to follow through with what you're reading and go back to the book, the source book, the Bible, to make sure what you're reading is in fact true and factual. That's where you find the facts of life, in the book of truth. Just saying. The future is female. Let's cinch up some more nutsacks, ladies. It's long overdue, don't you think? It's amazing how he leads me, and I just keep piecing it all together. And I read the scriptures, and Billy Graham's been quite beneficial, because he all of a sudden pops up, and I watch something, and I'm like, ding, 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 because all the messages I'm getting from my friends all over the world recently to buy. I'm trying to think of the other one. Anyway, they all start puzzle pieces, start piecing together. Is that happening in your life too? If not, start opening your eyes because the flow is there and the darkness is out there. I've never seen anything like it in my life. People are turning on each other. It reminds me of the movie Mean Girls, where the gym scene, it's unreal. That's what we're living today. And it's not girls. It's humans all over. It's male, female, children, you name it. Turn off your idiot boxes. Stop watching the nonsense. You need to deprogram your brain from all of the toxic, poisoned scripts that they've been written. That's all a web of lies. Just saying. People want to throw stones at me. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to throw fireballs back because I've had enough. I conformed to this man's world long enough, and I've had enough. Haven't you? I mean, at what point do you say when? I'm out. I mean, when you read in the Bible that debts are to be forgiven in 7 years, that they're still writing mortgages 15 and 30 years, we got a problem, people. We got a huge problem. They stop following the Bible and start writing their own rules. And that's the ones that they're making us abide to. Yet they're walking around laughing their ways all the way to the bank. Now, you think that's fair? Just saying. Just just planting some seeds for you to look around and see for yourself. And then open up your Bible and start researching for yourself. Google certain things that might bother you or you see or something. Write it in a search engine, whatever search engine you use, whether it be Google, web crawler, Yahoo, whatever. And whatever topic that you're wondering about, type that in your search engine and find the scripture that goes with it. And then open up a Bible, and I'm talking go back, go to the Geneva Bible and find the truth. And after I'm done with this one, if I'm still here, I'm going to find one that goes back even further. But this Geneva Bible I trust. My King James Bible was not missing scriptures. And thus far, I have not noticed that anything has been altered. And that was one I picked up at the dollar store for $1.25. Now, the Bibles that are being printed now, one of them that I read out of made me nauseous. I gave it back. I couldn't even read out of it. It made me sick. So if something makes you sick, you need to realize what that means, and that is a gift from him. Your gut is a gift from him. That something is off, something is wrong. And if you feel like projectile vomiting, well, that's a dead ringer for the truth. And usually when you have projectile vomiting, it's because the darkness, it's time to move forward. Don't waste your lamp oil. Keep going forward. I can't stress it enough. Or you have a dog that starts pooping out in the wilderness to say, Mom, it's time to go. Now, she's been pooping out there for a while now, and I finally realized it a couple of days ago. It's time to go. So I prayed about it. And while we were sleeping, I was sent a message, and we are heading on an adventure, I'm pretty sure tomorrow. So stay tuned. That's going to be fun. Despite my health, I'm just going to go on it. It's on full adrenaline. Totally. I have massive head pain. It's due to my blood pressure rising, due to the stress environment that I've been staying in. I can't have stress. I've been told that numerous times, and I can handle it. My body doesn't like it anymore. I mean, I rolled with my blood pressure in the 150s for years. You know how I survived it? And Sandy workouts. I kept my heart healthy, even though doctors wanted me to take this or that. When I went to the Halifax Hospital in Daytona Beach, they said, well, there's nothing wrong with your heart. Your heart's healthy. Congestive heart failure is a whole different beast. Just saying. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I've got way more to say. I've got a small little notebook missing in action, so I need to locate that this morning. So I'm on the hunt for that. So love to all bunches and bunches. Stay tuned, and we'll see what's up next. Bye now.